Good morning and welcome to a brand new vlog. As you saw, I just did my hair. It was hair wash day, my least favorite day. I shouldn't say of the week because I do wash my hair more than once a week, but I am not someone who enjoys doing their hair. I do it because I like to look good, but that's about it. So you might be thinking I look a little crazy. I like to leave my hair in this big poof just as it kind of cools to give it as much volume as possible. Anywho, I thought I would address the elephant in the room. As you would have noticed in my last vlog especially, my roots are looking a little crazy. So I decided, was it late last year, early this year, that I was just over dyeing my hair. I was bleach blonde for years, and then that became incredibly damaging and really high maintenance. So I went from bleach blonde to a very dark brown. That was a shock to the system. Once I got used to it, I loved it. But that was kind of high maintenance in its own way, just because you can see my roots are so light. For it to look fresh and nice, I was having to dye my roots once a month. So I was doing that myself at home, which, as I mentioned, I don't really like doing my hair. So that became a chore. I haven't dyed it since December. We're now end of May. So that's a solid 5 months. I want to say my roots are probably about 2 inches. So it's going to be a bit of a journey, you guys. I think we're looking at 2 years to get it to like a decent length. I mean, maybe a year from now I could cut it to a bob, but I've done that twice before and I regretted it both times. So we'll see. I will just start looking a little more and more crazy in every video as my roots continue to grow. Thankfully it's hat season and I love hats, so that will help. But you know what? It is what it is. I honestly don't mind. If I look a little crazy for the next couple of years, I know it's for a purpose and for a reason. And the fact that I don't have to dye my hair again, that in itself makes me so happy. So that's where we are. But I'm gonna do my kind of daily makeup routine. So I thought I would do it with you guys. So as you saw in my last video, love this stuff. So I start with really kind of hydrated and moisturized skin. And then do a fairly decent amount, probably that much. And then I like to get it all over my face. And then my neck and chest, especially now that we're heading into kind of the summer season. I mean, the weather right now is not reflective of that. It's pretty gloomy out there. I would say we're having very English weather at the moment. I kind of just use my fingers to spread that around. I like it here, because sun protection, SPF, but also it just gives a really nice kind of sheen to your chest and décolletage. I've been using this for years. I've tried so many other concealers. Honestly, nothing else really works for me. I use the shade 160. As you can see, it's pretty pink, and I like it because it helps kind of balance out the dark circles. Plus I'm pretty pale, so the shade just works for me. And it's not super thick and creamy. It's pretty light. So I put that under my under eyes, like so, in a little triangle, put on my chin, here, and then sometimes a tiny bit there. And that's it. Depending on kind of how much coverage I want, I'll either go in with a brush or with my beauty blender. Today I'm just hanging out at home, so beauty blender it is. And then to set it, I use this Huda Beauty Cherry Blossom Cake setting powder. Again, if you can see, it is pink as well. I usually do these areas first. Dab, dab, dab. I like to bring this up kind of on a diagonal, almost like if you were doing a winged liner. I feel like it helps lift the face. And then I dip a little bit of powder on this kind of powder puff. I use the triangle end, and then I set it. And then I take whatever leftover concealer I have, I put it on my eyelid. I set that, and that's that. I do the same thing on the other side. So I actually do have my eyebrows microbladed. Oh, look at my little alphas here. But you know what? I'm really not complaining, because for the years that I bleached my hairline really suffered. I had so much breakage here. It was just not the vibe. So I'm really happy. And I think this kind of started last time when I was pregnant. It started really growing in postpartum. So I'm hoping that happens again this time. So I have my eyebrows microbladed. My natural brow hairs and eyelashes are so blonde. Like, it just looks like they don't exist. Like, there's nothing there. So I have no definition to my face. So I do have them microbladed, but because my hair is so dark, I do still like to fill it in and kind of put some color onto my eyebrow hairs just to kind of give it even more definition. Usually I do this with, here we go, a little mirror just so I can see a bit better. Go away. Okay, see how much more definition that gives? So what I like to do now is just brush through my lashes. That's another thing I get done on a regular basis. I get lash extensions. I'm very lucky. My sister is a lash technician. She has her own business. Obviously I'm biased, but she's insanely talented. So I've been getting lashes now for probably about 7-8 years, basically however long she's been in the business. And I will never stop. I will be a 95-year-old woman in a retirement, you know what, no, we're not manifesting a retirement home, living her best fabulous life with lash extensions. It's one of those things, out of all the beauty things I do, lash extensions are #1 for me. Like I said, my natural lashes are so blonde. I just look really pale and sickly and there's no definition to my face. So this is the one thing that really helps me feel better and feel put together. Plus, it just cuts down the makeup routine so much. I don't have to curl my lashes. I don't have to use mascara. Even at the end of the day when I'm taking my makeup off, I don't have to worry about taking mascara off and doing that whole thing, because we all know that's a bit of a process. I'm going for a fill on Tuesday, so if they're looking a little sparse, don't worry. So as you kind of notice, I left the powder, so I essentially let that bake while I kind of work on the rest of my face. And then just lightly dust everything off. I'll go in with a tiny bit of highlight just on my upper cheekbone area here, chin here, if I'm really feeling it. I'm not too precise, guys. The last and final step is setting spray. I showed you guys this, Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. What I like to do, and especially if I'm doing a little bit more makeup, any place I put highlight, I go over with my damp beauty blender and it just helps blend everything in, but also like really amp up the dew. Now, since I'm just at home, I'll be putting this on my lips. Another favorite of mine, I think I'm on my 4th pot. It's the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. So I just apply a thick layer of that. This is the most hydrating thing I've ever found for my lips. It's the best, especially in kind of like cold Canadian winter months. We need it. And then if I'm going out in public, or if I'm just at home and I want to feel a little bit more put together, I'll put on my red buxom, which, by the way, after I mentioned this in one of my videos, I went on Sephora, because look, she's almost done. I wanted to order more. Guys, it's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. I can't find it. So I will sadly be on the hunt for a replacement. Any recommendations, send them my way, but I'm really bummed about it. So then I take out my hair clip, I give a little brush through of my hair, and that's me done. I think we're parting on the opposite side today. Yeah, my hair just kind of does what it wants. So I will go get dressed now, and then my sister's actually sleeping over tonight, so I just want to make sure the guest room looks ready. We're celebrating her birthday this weekend. We're actually doing a pottery class in Elora tomorrow, and then lunch at Elora Mill, so I'll definitely bring you guys along for that. Oh, also, I need to show you guys my newest mug. So this is actually from an English brand. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. This is from an English brand called Port Marin. I've loved this collection. It's called their Botanic Garden collection for years. It is quite pricey. So I've started off with this mug. I actually found this at HomeSense. From time to time, I've seen their stuff there, but all of their cups and plates and bowls have a different flower on it. It's so pretty and it's so me. So either I'm going to slowly build a collection or manifest that maybe I'll find a whole set at an antique store somewhere or an estate sale. Either way, they will find their way to me, but it just makes me so happy. It's the little things in life, you know? Okay, let me do a quick outfit of the day. So this is something I would wear at home if I'm just lounging. Housework, it's just stuff. As I mentioned, weather is not very springy at the moment. So sweater, leggings are about all that fit me right now. And then I usually always wear little belly flats around the house. So my sweater is this wrap sweater I have from Diane von Furstenberg. I actually have these in a few different kind of colors and patterns. I love a wrap sweater, wrap dress, wrap anything. I just think it's so elegant and feminine. It defines your waist and it's comfortable all the same. I am 20 weeks, so leggings are about all that fit me in the pant department right now. And little white belly flap. And that's kind of what I wear to hang out at home. Okay, let's go get my guest room ready. So before I head upstairs, I want to put together my sister's gift really quickly. So I just have a little soap and then this salt scrub. Like I said, we're doing a pottery class and lunch tomorrow. That's my gift to her, but I want her to have a little something to open so she feels special. What I like to do if I don't have a gift bag, which I don't. So what I like to do is use tissue paper. I'll lay it flat, lay my gifts inside, and then kind of wrap it around, tie it, and then it kind of gives this really nice chic paper bag effect, let's call it. So let's put that together. And there you have it, guys. Super easy, looks very cute. I didn't know where my nice ribbon is. It's probably still packed away in a box somewhere, so I just used a bit of twine. And to make it even kind of more cutesy and rustic, I added in a few fresh rosemary sprigs, so that'll also help make the room smell really nice. So let's go put this in her room. All right, you guys, this is our guest bedroom. Keep in mind, we have designed nothing in this house yet. As I mentioned, we moved in just a few months ago, but I still like to make things look really pretty. So I'm just gonna zhuzh the bed a little bit, make it a little bit more presentable. I will turn the lamps on. I like the lamps to be on, so when the guest arrives, there's a nice ambiance in here. Let's check on the washroom. Just a little flowery bit in the corner here, some hand soap, a little candle. I always like to keep a little bit of shower gel, shampoo, conditioner. Sometimes people forget to bring things, so I think it's nice to have that on hand. Some fresh towels. So everything is looking good. And there we go. Guest room is ready. Bed is made. So I arranged my sister's gift on a silver platter. I have a lot of silverware. I like to use my stuff. I don't necessarily save it for special occasions, although technically this is one. So this is her gift that we wrapped together. She loves Haribo gummies, so a pack of those, just some little chocolate nibbles, another bag of chocolate, and her card. And look how pretty that looks. Okay, so that is the guest room done. I am now really hungry, so I'm going to make some lunch. I've been really into smoked salmon lately, so I'll probably do that on a bagel with some cream cheese. One of the gluten-free ones I showed you. Oh, by the way, the pumpernickel ones, delicious. I will leave this vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.